I'm playing something new today. I'm playing Scarlet Hollow. Because a couple of friends were playing it the other night, and I got hooked. As per tradition, because I told people I would do this. Bard Buckleberg. Nope. We're going with it. Wow. Okay, traits. K9 hot? Okay, well then, decision made. Thanks, guys. Thanks for believing in my physical attractiveness. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off. And now here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. My voice acting, guys. It's gonna be great. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and CD depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Yeah, we hate those guys. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow.
So anyway, as I was saying...
Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago.
I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing.
Oh, jeepers. Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. Saw, dude. Let's go... Wait, what?
Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And geez, you ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Hot. Did he just, wait, did he say she tried to break up with him? You can't even begin to imagine what that might feel like. Nobody's ever broken up with you, 'cause I'm too hot. I don't understand. I can't comprehend. I honestly can't say anybody's ever tried to break up with me. Threatening is also fun. But I feel like I want to go with my super special unique trait things, you know? I honestly can't say anybody's ever tried to break up with me. Yeah, I should have known I'd sound a little unhinged to someone like you. But if anyone ever does try to break your heart, you might be surprised by how it changes you. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I always wanted to go there. Haha, that's interesting. Smart move, get out while you still can. If I'm being... Well, no. I can't say that. I can't say that. Never mind. Never mind. What's good, Doc? Let's say... Haha, that's interesting. Please let this man get off the bus soon, you think. You're not sure where he could possibly take this conversation next, but you definitely don't want to find out. Yeah, people tell me I lead an interesting life. But I don't know, I'm just going with the flow. Maybe other folks don't do that enough. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed?
Just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it.
And that's probably Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though actually, his face is horrifying. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the hollow, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die.
He looks back at his phone, for once focusing on something other than you.
Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you.
The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts.
They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore.
Tip: sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. So I have heard that if I say I'm actually allergic to peanuts, that means that I'm actually allergic to peanuts. I have also heard funny things about taking the peanuts. Boiled peanuts are disgusting. May I just say, boiled peanuts are disgusting. I had a friend in college who would eat canned boiled peanuts, and I tried one, and it was maybe the worst thing I have ever eaten in my entire life. They're so gross. But maybe Slogs and Scarlet loves boiled peanuts, you know? Or maybe I just won't say it and I'll just take the peanuts. You take the peanut. Oh, it made like a squishy noise. It's disgusting. Thanks.
You're welcome. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend.
Go away! I don't like this guy. Disgusting! And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. 35 stream streak is bananas. Congratulations, Sihan. Enjoy your 450 shillings. Spend them wisely. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Arrives Monday 11 a.m., departs Monday 11:01 a.m. Oh wait, what's her voice gonna be? what's? I feel like it needs to be like really flat and bored. Hey, Slogson. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. I don't want to be hot to my cousin. I don't want to do that. Offer her your boiled peanuts as a condolence. I'm so sorry for your loss. Here's a boiled peanut. Want some peanuts? I got them from the bus. You hold out the dripping bag, offering it to your cousin. What? Put those away. Why would I want your wet peanuts? Now come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Advancing the story can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Let's see. What are we feeling? How are you holding up? Fine. Oh? Wow, what is this amazing, super cool, awesome, cool, epic game? It's so interesting. I've never seen it before. I just stumbled across it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go. Are you sure? You seem tense. You know you can talk to me, right? I went through something similar when my own mom passed. She tenses up even more at the mention of your mom before letting out a heavy sigh. Maybe it's a sore spot for her. You quickly apologize. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not what you were looking to hear right now. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. Really. We're doing voice acting today, Nebjamin. I picked Kenai and Hot. Hot, notably at the behest of people in my chat. I didn't choose it by myself. I thought it was funny, but I was gonna go with something else, but I'm keen and I'm hot. Just like real life. But in real life, I'm like a lot of those traits, so it was hard to pick. Let's see. I can't believe we never actually met before this. I'm excited for it. Because it's Kenai, I saw a little bit of that. I mean, and obviously when we played, I only played like, there was only like this much of it and you were in control. But I didn't have hot then, so I don't know any of the hot stuff options. You have your mom to thank for that. Or hat, I guess. That's fucked up of you to say, Tabitha. Ooh. I feel like Tabitha and I are not gonna get along. Being hot is... Honestly, that's the IRL meta, so I mean... That being hot gets you a lot of things in the real world. Let's see. I feel like I want to be... She's being kind of rude, so maybe I'm kind of rude back. I mean, this isn't even really rude. This is like, hey, that was fucked up. Look, I don't know what my mom did to piss off this side of the family, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but that comment was unnecessary. Your cousin stares straight ahead, her expression icy. If I didn't know Roggle, like if I didn't know what Roggle looked like, I would picture, this is literally how I would picture Roggle in real life. Just so you guys know, if you were curious. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Let's see. Have you worked out all the details yet? Mm-hmm, taken care of. Don't need any help. Tabitha is literally just Roggle. I'm not gonna say that one. We're gonna remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Ah, it just makes me think so much of Series of Unfortunate Events, and that's like one of, if not my favorite book series. I love those books. The sense of humor and it's so perfect to me. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities, not great cities. I named the town that I'm from Bardbuckleburg because I thought it was funny. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Real. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. If you guys ever wondered what it sounds like when I'm sitting and narrating books alone in my dark booth, this is kind of it. Not that anyone really wanted that, but this is kind of what that is. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to our current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Cool. It's beautiful and clean. You're lying through your teeth, but Tabitha doesn't need to know that. It is. The estate was the prize jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture, even now. Let's just get the tour over with. She didn't seem to know that I was lying, Ben. You were like, oh, you can't lie. She's gonna know. She didn't know. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Cat. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. I'm gonna be mischievous. I'm gonna be really mischievous. Oh, and you can only access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Someone cleans this place? Oh, brother. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? Oh, I might want to eat something other than PBJ this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Bulk online. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. PB&J it is, then. Okay, let's do... What if I want ice cream? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know, and there will be consequences. Someone cleans this place? Why do you ask? Not up to your sparkling city standards? Out here in the country, we know how to put up with a little dirt and grime. Let's see. All right, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. I don't know, this face is reading really wants to be pet. Leave the cat alone for now. I saw a cat on my walk yesterday. It was a black cat, and I loved it very much, and I really wanted it to come hang out with me and to be its friend, but it didn't want to hang out, so I kept walking. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. Yippee! You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Cat. I love cats. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Happily. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. What a nice bathroom. What a nice bathroom. The words barely leave your mouth through gritted teeth. I'm glad you like it. Wait, are you sure this toilet works? Yes, why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty. It's fine. Don't be so dramatic. Oh, jeepers. Oh, jeepers. I don't like. It's okay. It's okay. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner. But your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Lovely. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Let's see. What are we feeling? Let's do... What a dump. I did ponder the other night the idea of just being super hostile the entire time. Like, just being like a major asshole. But now that I'm here, I kind of feel bad about it. I kind of feel bad. So with all the boxes, old family stuff. Do you need help moving them? Tabitha eyes you up and down for a moment. No. I mean, it would be a little funny. It seems a little... You spend a moment searching for the right word. Dusty. Wow, sorry I'm not giving you the 5-star hotel treatment you so desperately seem to need. You can dust it yourself if you care so much. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. Okay. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Some dialogue options will be open, some right away, and others down the line. Hey, so is it cool if I, like, have people over at some point this week? That's crazy. We can start fresh now that it's just us. Let's go with this. Again, I feel weird using the hot option on my cousin, even if it's not like, you know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. We can start fresh now that it's just us. Okay, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been an acceptable guest. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. We're gonna be friends! I'm picking this just because I want to know what's gonna be said. What are you talking about? You don't even know anybody who lives here. I'm talking about smooching, Tabitha. What's your smooching policy? I'm here for a week. That's plenty of time for a meet cute. If you're not going to be around, I'm going to go make friends. I'm a social butterfly, Tabitha. I don't know what to tell you. Forget I said anything. Wink. Hold on. You give your cousin an exaggerated wink. What's wrong with your face? Oh, ew. Ugh, I can't believe I even have to say this, but please don't bring someone home to, you know. Look, I have enough on my plate already. Let's just forget you said anything. That damned smile. Get your cousin to flash those pearly whites. This is the most, like, painful smile I have ever seen in my entire life. Look at that. She's in pain actively. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Well, how do you, except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Brother, how am I supposed to know these things? Clearly my mom did not tell me a lot of stuff. Hello? Can I come watch? What? No, the mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. Let's see. Don't you ever think about things you could be doing with your life that might give you a better sense of purpose than running a coal mine? Some of us don't have that luxury of choice, Slogs. Some of us had to stick around to keep the family business from crumbling, to keep this town from crumbling. Some of us had to temper our expectations for how our lives were going to go. There's a simple satisfaction to getting a task done, and that's all I need. Do whatever it is you want to do while I'm gone. Just don't do anything dumb or dangerous. Not while I'm responsible for you. Well, alright then. Let's see. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door, and now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wing of the estate. I have to make sure I don't, like, fall or something. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. Well, shit. Damn, I don't even get the choice. Though someone said that was, what, street smart is how you're able to get in now? It's most unfortunate. Let's settle into our room. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Let's put spare clothes in the dresser. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Me too. Wait. We're gonna gently smack the possum. Put clothes on top of possum. I want to do all of these options. They're so fucking funny. Wait, these are so fucking funny. Would you like a boiled peanut? You hold out your still dripping bag of boiled peanuts. The opossum hisses in disgust, stiffens, and begins to drool, feigning death. You close the drawer. You might as well leave it be. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Excellent. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag. But there's no going back now. That was so fucking funny. Let's check the closet. Oh, that's not horrifying at all. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Of course you're sharing your room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, "Property of Alexandra." Alexandra? Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Alexandra. You close the closet behind you. Let's look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out of here. No, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. You'd go full Animal Crossing on it. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. That sounds so nice. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you've barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Okay, I don't feel like I want to take a nap, because what if I, like, wake up and the day has passed? It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Let's go make a PBJ. Honestly, peanut butter and jelly sounds pretty fucking fire right now. I'm, as per usual, hungry. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Approach Frou-Frou. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly Frou-Frou's spot on the counter. She hissed at me. I'll back away. Trying not to make any sudden movements. Okay, let's go here. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out!" in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. That's so much jelly. Banana Choco Chunk. Banana, oh, chocolate-covered banana pieces also sound fire right now. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna examine this, but there's something I'm not gonna do. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. I cannot look at that. You can't even tell what it used to be. The substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. For God's sake, put it back. I can tell by a deep, primal disgust. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Tabitha explicitly told me not to do this. You think to yourself as you reach for a pint of banana chocolate chunk. I told you I'm going to be mischievous. I'm going to be a mischievous little scamp. She'll be really mad if she finds out. Your conscience warns you as you take a scoop straight from the pint and shove it into your mouth. Before you know it, half the container is empty. Eat the rest and bury the container in the bottom of the trash. There's only one way to fix this. Though you're already a little full, you dive back into the ice cream until the entire pint is empty. You then squash the container into a ball, trying to make it as unrecognizable as possible before jamming it as far down into the trash bin as you can. Out of sight, out of mind. You return to the fridge, your guilt already subsiding. You know, you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. I think that the logo is funny. You pick up the jar, its label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Disgusting. Jelly. Lucy's jelly, and it's grape. My sister calls grape jelly baby jelly because she thinks that only babies eat grape jelly. She thinks that if you're an adult, you should be eating, like, strawberry or some other kind of fruit. I don't know why. I don't know why. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Okay, so there's something that I can do in the pantry that's kind of messed up, but I'm kind of so interested. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Where's Dex when you need him, bro? I like grape jelly. I also, typically, if I buy jelly, I typically buy grape jelly. Sometimes strawberry. But, I don't know, I guess my sister just got some sort of idea in her head that that's only for babies. Look closer. Oh yes, you squint into the darkness of the pantry. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collected on its cover. You pick it up. You flip to a bookmarked page. Both calf's brain and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, and you can only imagine how vile the combination of the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far, far away from this place. Alright. Let's look at the mac and cheese. I can't say I've ever seen this brand before. The off brand of craft with a C. Do I eat it, or do I empty the box and stuff the dead mouse into it? This is the decision. I think that this is so crazy. Hi, John. John, do you think that I should take all the mac and cheese out of the box and stuff it with a dead mouse instead? Or should I eat the mac and cheese? Or should I not eat the mac and cheese? These are the important questions. Because I'm a mischievous little scamp. Duh. Because I want to know what happens. Just put it back. Fine. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you. You put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Alright, we'll take the bread, we'll take the peanut butter, we'll make a sandwich. GIF. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Yippee! Added protein! The only things you need now are a plate and a knife. Alright. Actually... yeah, I'll do that after. No, that's the wrong one. I meant the cabinet. I meant the cabinet. Go back. Cabinet. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. That is an odd thing. Keeping utensils in a cabinet is very strange. Let's do plate and butter knife. I could do a bowl. Let's examine. I survived Deb's 50th. Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their dinner parties. You imagine she might need an alcoholic beverage to get through cleaning this place, especially with Tabitha's sour face peering over her shoulder. We'll look at the mug. Altitude, 4,000. Is that high up? I guess that's kind of high up. I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sites before heading home. What? I mean, I would only need the bowl if I had the mac and cheese, right? Oh! You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moth splashes onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl... why is it on the back of the bowl? Moth trap, do not touch. Whoops. Why is it on the back of the bowl? Oh. Damn it. Damn it! God! Fuck. Now I gotta change shirts, and I only brought so many. Okay. Second thought, you're not actually hungry anymore. I'm curious by nature. I can't help that. I think it's one of my more desirable qualities. Even though you've already eaten at least half a pint of ice cream, your ravenous form quickly sets to work making a PB&J. I did eat my cousin's ice cream, John. But she doesn't need to know. Follow the recipe. Why are my achievements popping up on the top? Normally achievements pop up on the bottom. Not that you can see them. You sick bastard. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat it. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Now we go check out the garden. She doesn't know that, she won't know what it's missing. I crumpled up the carton and I stuck it in the bottom of the trash. She won't know. There's more. There's a lot of ice cream in the, it's fine. She won't even notice. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. It's so lovely. Okay. I mean, I go to town, but now I need to change shirts before I go. But maybe it'll just do that for me. There's not much left for you to do here, other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. Nope, before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moths. Yeah, not pleasant. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. I'm shocked that she invited me, bro. Why did she even invite me? We don't know each other. Like, that's fine. I'm happy to be here, but why? It's really pretty out here. Great. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Dog! Gretchen! Wait, I need to think of a voice for her. Oh my god, the breathing sounds? I'm so dead. I need a voice for her. Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering strangers. Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. The young woman is noticeably flustered by your appearance. It's a phenomenon that you, as a hot, are all too familiar with. Sorry about Gretchen. She could be very slippery when she wants to be. Hope she didn't scare you. Let's see. Is that supposed to be a dog? That's crazy. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. A pug. She's so cute. I love pugs. Thanks, she is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's got a couple of weird growths. But for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. She's 17? It sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? Ah, but what am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. OMG? Tucks hair behind ear. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Stellan? Oh my god, it's all connected! Oh, everything comes full circle. I'll offer her a boiled peanut. You hold out the dripping bag of peanuts. It's polite to offer food in a new social situation. Look at Gretchen's face. I'm so dead. Oh, that's really kind of you to offer, but I couldn't take your food. You should hang on to those in case you get peckish. Anyways, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you're Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her. All alone up in that big house. She's putting on a front. That feels so, like, aggressive. It's like, oh, how's she doing? How's she doing? She's putting on a front. Let's do... I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so... cute? She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Is she always so... you know... rough around the edges? Yeah, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind that she's still her same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she'd probably never admit it. She's really not worth your time is crazy. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. Yo! 5-stream streak! I'm telling you, Ace, you're on the up. You're on the up. You're on your way. You're gonna overtake everybody. Trust and know. I believe. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. Big money moves. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. Biscuits sound so good right now. Guys, I can't just flirt with everybody. I can't do that. What if it leads to something that I can't show on Twitch? I don't know what this game is like. 10-stream streak? I believe in you. I think you can make it. You know, I don't know what these things will... No pizza party? Yo, my roommate brought home, well, one of my roommates brought home a Costco pizza last night. Was like, hey, would you want to split a Costco pizza with me? And I said, fuck yeah. And then she didn't want the rest of the cheese pizza, so I saved it. Oh, it's so fucking good. Just since you mentioned pizza. I mean, obviously I'm gonna go with her. I just feel like flirting is... A little flirting shouldn't be the worst thing in the world, right? No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll start blushing. I can't do it. Biscuits, your treat? Hell yeah. Awesome. Let's go. I'll flirt with her later. That guy's so sad. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air, in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate. The diner is filled with the comforting din of human life, all of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Why is that a hot option? Hey everyone, I'm Sloxon. Is Ben still here? Ben, this was an option the other night, but I didn't have the hot option. We didn't have hot, right? Am I crazy? Were you doing one of the like harder ones? PBJ ice creams and now biscuit. Hey, I'm hungry. Let's silently staring at them kind of sounds really funny. You silently stare at the patrons, unsure of what to say, or perhaps unwilling to break the silence. Hey, this is Tabitha's cousin. They just got into town for the funeral. I'm showing them around. Fat ass. Fuck off. Fuck you. I don't want to hear about it. Stella moves to the nearest booth, and you quickly follow. John's just jealous because he can't eat ice cream. That's what I think. There's no need to be nervous, you know. They won't bite. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of conversation around you. Stella turns to Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, 2 policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. That must be Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet them. Looks so much like her. Oh, yes, those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I always thought it'd go away once she finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. Mm-hmm. But my, oh my, they wear it well, don't they? that they do. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Mommy, who's that? Don't worry, Tulip. That's probably Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, wow. They're way beautifuler than Tabitha. OMG. Guys, note to self, pick the hot option just so I can feel good about myself. Because, damn, I feel fine as hell right now. Shh, you shouldn't say such things. It's not very nice. Now are you gonna finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea, and we've got to get home to help Daddy. In the far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper. Why are the strangers who wander into town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always cold boys, punks, and whippersnappers? Hey, punk. The other night, I said that I wish that I was a punk, but I know that I'm a whippersnapper. Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. What do you think? Another youngin' looking for mine work? No way. Too pretty for that. That's gotta be the boss's cousin. There's that funeral this week, if I'm remembering, right? For old Miss Pearl Ann? May she rot in peace. Oh, let the lady rest, Zax. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were, especially before they've been so much as lain to rest. If you'd been around her in her heyday, you'd be speaking ill too, Rodriguez. He's right. Nastiest woman I've ever met. That Tabitha is a blessing compared to her. Curse the whole lot of them. May every Scarlet burn in hell. I'm just a guy. That's enough of that. Oh my. Who are you? Oh shit, I have to think of another voice. Fuck. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. I'm so dead. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Oh, wait, I already read that. And wait, what? I already forgot what voice I did a second ago.
And what about you, stranger? Anything I can get you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Wink.
Offer them your boiled bean. Isn't bacon bad for dogs? No thanks, I ate pretty recently. Stella said she's buying so one of everything, please and thank you. Maybe we do biscuit and coffee. I am tempted to offer the boiled peanuts, but that's just stupid. That's just stupid. I'm gonna order a biscuit and coffee. I heard they were really good.
Best in the country.
A very, no. I read that as a very, that's definitely Avery. Whew. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously.
Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss.
Before you have the chance to respond,
they're gone.
Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. Wink. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Yeah, is it like I have only heard about potlucks in the context of, like, church events, personally. Our church would have potlucks from time to time. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some of these things out. I'm not gonna lie, none of that is really striking my fancy. Cool. Is the potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Fine by me. Isn't this like the rural South? What the hell? I get that. That's a shame. Hell yeah, religion sucks. Wow. Oh, that's a bit strong. Let's do... Isn't this like rural South? That's gotta be unusual. I know. We must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. A little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? First of all, I feel like I should save. Not because I'm stopping, but just because I feel like it's... I need to remember probably to save. Let's see. What's it to you? Honestly, no clue. I was talking about myself. Probably just do it. I can't support Tabitha. Meh. I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule.
What's it to you? We just met. I don't have to tell you all my plans.
Let's see. Do you have something in mind? Something's telling me this is a loaded question. Was I being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when someone else is there too. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. I hope you guys can't hear my stomach growling right now, because that was loud as fuck. Oh, you haven't introduced yourself. Oh, yeah, because I haven't introduced myself to the lady, so why is she condolences? But I did hear that, so, you know.
What do I look like, a charity case?
I'll do it. Her condolences? I haven't introduced myself. Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you.
Sorry, I'm sure that must seem creepy.
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. The Holler's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family. But not knowing what's been said is weird. Let's do... Oh no, who's been talking about me? I've never even met this side of the family. What would they even talk about? Your aunt must have been getting it from somewhere. She was always on about something you were up to. Oh, oops. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. What matters is that now people can meet the real you, so it doesn't matter what Pearl Ann may or may not have said. Yeah, you can always make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with the whole town. What a jerk.
Oh god, what was she saying about me? Ah, jeez. Look, I'm sorry I said anything. Hey, don't worry about it. Perlane was a gossip and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Spreading weird little rumors about folks was kind of her trademark. I want a biscuit so bad. But enough about Euron. You've got a biscuit to enjoy. Oh, a fresh biscuit, a fresh buttery flaky biscuit. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. I'm hungry. I've had better. Ah, get that clanker out of here, bro. Fucking clankers. Thank you, Hannah. Whoa, this is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. Avery is very attractive. So, has Stella mentioned any... Wait, has Stella mentioned she's... No, this is Avery talking. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Haha, oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Why is there another one, brother? What the hell is going on in here? Get these fucking clankers, dude. Like, what just happened? There were 2 of them in a row. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Isn't that interesting? Wow, that's rad. Being a YouTuber is kind of cool, you guys. Isn't that kind of a cool thing? How does that make you money? Me. But asked admiringly instead of anything else. Ugh, you and everyone else. Let's do... My stomach is growling so fucking loud. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Oh, she was wearing the Mothman shirt. This is rad. She's very speedy. Hannah knows what's up. Hannah kicked those bots. Before I even realized there was a second bot here, she'd already kicked it. You should really check out her channel, Slogson. It's amazing. Every time they say my name, I'm fucking dead. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River. And that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Despite the shaky camera footage, you can clearly make out the shape of the creature's head and its relative body proportions. You're pretty sure it's a cat. And a big one at that. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that had maybe escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. I'm not gonna tell her it's a cat. That's fucked up. That's an honest-to-God cryptid there. Or wait, a beaver? Hold on. I'm not saying any of that shit. This is the best option by far. That's an honest-to-goodness cryptid right there. No way that's a beaver or a dog. And there's no way a capybara would be swimming in a river in the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia. But that would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? I know my cryptids. Yeah, until someone catches a capybara up here, that would still count as a cryptid by most standards. My comment section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days. I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really good experience. And it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town... Stop it! Stop it! Stomach's driving me fucking crazy. I'm gonna have to go get a snack or something. I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. What? Ew, stinky. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? Let's do... what's Skunk Ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. But while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky? That sort of thing?
My stomach's growling again. This shit is annoying. Okay. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna have to decline. I want to reach her. No. I'm gonna go with her. Duh. Do I want it to be a date or do I want it to be a hangout, guys? What do you guys think? Date or hangout? I can't decide. That depends. Will Gretchen be there? Against my better judgment, yes, absolutely. It's not like I have anything else going on. Are you nuts? Absolutely not. Date? Well, alright then. It's a date.
Cool. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, but it's just been me and Gretchen for quite a while. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. Maybe you'll get the chance to meet them later this week. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. Wink. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now-deceased aunt.
I mean, if we're being true to life, don't leave a tip you didn't even spend any money. That's interesting. If we're true to life, I wouldn't be able to afford to leave a tip. But I want them to like me, so we're gonna leave a generous tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before... Maybe because I chose that option, it means I'm actually rich. Maybe if I had said, oh, I'm too broke for that, I would have been too broke for that, you know? You feel, you dig, you vibing? Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. I didn't even think about the fact it was going to Avery. Of course I was going to leave a big tip. Avery's hot. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. Wow. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town. But as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow. And you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know. Following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel... I'm gonna say strangely calm. This right here to me, calm. You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Let's do... Are you really expecting to find anything out here? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing. Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though. Especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. Myself included, baby! Bring it! We're gonna fucking party with the demons. I'm ready. So let's hope all of that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I also believe in aliens, and if you don't, I think you need to check yourself. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Precisely, Stella gets it. That's just what the government wants you to think. Aliens are obviously real. I know somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville. Is there a Fayetteville in North Carolina? Hold on. There is a Fayetteville in North Carolina. That's crazy. I'm only aware of the one in Arkansas. That threw me off. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. And suddenly it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows out in the fields, birds in the sky. Then this metallic-like egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like it had never even been there. It was just smooth skin where a pinky should be. I know it's a second-hand. That's like a fifth-hand source. And that fifth hand is missing a pinky. But there's plenty more like it, and if they are true... What if he just lied? You shrug. Could have been the government. It's not like they don't have a history of conducting weird experiments on people. Sure, the government does messed up stuff on the daily. But the way I see it, I have about as much control over what they do as I would over extraterrestrial beings. So if I have no control over these things, I might as well choose to think it's been aliens all this time and let a little joy into my heart. You know? Besides, it's not like it matters which of us is right, or if either of us is right at all. I'll die one day, and so will you, and eventually there'll be no one left who remembers us or what we did in our lifetimes. Thanks. Damn, you've disarmed me with your nihilism. Don't try to disarm me with your nihilism. And now I feel an empty pit in my soul at the thought of the vastness of time. Ah, don't worry. Isn't there some comfort in the inherent meaningless of our actions? Yo, treadmill. I want a walking pad so fucking bad. I need to be rich, guys. I was born to be rich. I wasn't born to be a brokey. Let's see. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here other than cryptids? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. Yeah, sounds like it. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure it counts as weird anymore. What videos are you watching, Stella? Tetanus Lake? It's called Tetanus Lake? Guys. Why? That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass. Oh my. What on earth? It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through it if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. That's so weird. Has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled into old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. I just nearly died a few times. Did you hear that? Oh, speak up. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Yeah, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girly, just old Duke. Why is there another one, brother? They're fucking bots. I had one successful stream and they were like, damn, start sending all of the bots to this person. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape. Famous for real. That's why they think I need more viewers. Sorry I asked. And who is this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Hold on. I've been realizing the inherent problem with eating a snack while I'm doing so much talking. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. I could just, my only options here are offer peanuts or don't offer peanuts. You hold out the slippery bag in front of Duke. It's grown quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack. Like the scent of old beer. But you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. Boiled peanuts? From your backpack? No, I'm all set, thank you. Now both of y'all head back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damned camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I can help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunka-bungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Sometimes words don't words. Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now, see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damned mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 90s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-aged Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come, carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. If you find a mountain lion, don't kill it. Right on, Duke. Kill that mountain lion. You just buy more chickens? What do we think? What do we think? What do I want to do? Part of me wants to not butt in, but the other part of me... But we were here first. We totally called dibs on the woods tonight, didn't we, Stella?
Oh? Have you been out here since 10 a.m.? I sure have. I've been tracking that mountain lion all over these hills, and I'd appreciate it if I didn't have y'all two hooligans to worry about once night falls. But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and dude, this is too fucking real, bro. This is too goddamn real. You ain't the only one on a schedule. As you well know, my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty. Big Betty? What? Why is she so big? We'll be gone near a whole week, so our chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies.
But Stella's thing is cooler. I'm really, really tempted. But Stella's thing is cooler. You should let her have the woods tonight.
You kids and your YouTubes, you have no concept of a hard day's work. You try slaving away under the hot sun all day just so you could put food on your table. No thank yous, no acknowledgements, and tell me you would rob a man of his right to defend his own beloved chickens.
It's okay, Slogson. There's no point in standing around arguing all night. If Duke's not gonna back down, we should just head home.
About time. Y'all have a nice night now.
That was fun. I'm having a good time. I know that people in general tend to not be as interested in this kind of stream where I'm playing games like this, and I don't like that I can't do as much like talking as a whole, but God, I love it. Granted, this is also what I want to do with my life, is performing things like this, so like of course I fucking love it. Of course I love doing this. It'd be a problem if I didn't. All right.
Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on. I know a trail that'll get us around him.
Hell yeah. Oh no, we aren't actually headed back to town? Are you sure you don't want to like watch a movie instead? My nose itches. Make it stop. I knew you wouldn't give up on the hunt.
Never. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from old Duke or his shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera?
She hands you the camera and takes position.
As night falls, my new assistant, the gorgeous Slogson, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we begin our hunt for the elusive, yet pungent, skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars.
That makes me think of you, Hannah. Stellar, and then Stellars. I like that.
I can take the camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start tracking the scenes once the sun sets all the way.
I know you do.
In the meantime, we get to take in all this gorgeous scenery.
The view isn't the only gorgeous thing out here. Quietly look into Stella's eyes. Oh my. Let's see. I think it's just funny. It's just so funny. The view isn't the only gorgeous thing out here, baby. I was thinking the same thing. I'm pretty stunning, aren't I? Yeah, Gretchen's got a hell of a mug. Wait, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, like those trees. Gorgeous trees. Let's let the moment hang in the air. OMG. Don't make that face while you're looking at me. Only for it to be pierced by a loud, percussive snort. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. What was that? No need to panic. Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? That's so fucking funny. There was, in fact, something wrong with that deer. For sure. Did you see its face? Yeah, it looked kind of messed up, didn't it? Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of the cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is running around in the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? I got my heart rate up. Ready for the hunt. Let's do it. Let's go. Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up? Then we get right into the night's activities. So true. Snack break. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Extra M&Ms. That's the way to do it. Snack break. Snack break. I just wish that I could eat and talk at the same time. You're a pain in the ass. Sesame sticks are so good. Classic choice. It never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff. Mostly M&Ms. And I left out the raisins. Okay, I love her. No one likes those anyway. I sure don't. You and Gretchen's... No. You and Stella... Stella. Settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Partbuckleburg. Do you have a house? An apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Slugs. Where do I begin? Where do I start? I live in an internet... Okay, wait. This is one of those things that's gonna probably decide the truth. I live in a dingy studio apartment. Closet in a house with 10 roommates. Doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I live in a 12 by 12 shed in someone's yard. I live in an internet cafe. I'd rather not say. Let me say this first. Why wouldn't I want to know? I've lived in this town my whole life. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. I haven't not had roommates ever in my life. Most unfortunate. Actually, it's more of an attic crawl space. One of the walls is slanted, so it's like a little uninsulated triangle room. There's not really space for much, so I just have my clothes and a futon. And a little camp light too, since there's not a light in there. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't sound like a space anybody should be living in. It sounds like staying in that old crumbling mansion is actually a pretty big step up for you. How are your roommates? Are they at least nice? They're not bad people, but they're kind of loud. No, that's me talking. I'm not Southern. They're up really late, too. I get it, I used to be like that, but I've got responsibilities now. I need to be able to stick to a normal schedule. Sorry, I must sound like such a buzzkill. No, you just sound like somebody who needs a good night's sleep. I'd probably go nuts if I was living like that.
I hope your time in the holler gets to be a nice, peaceful break for you. Do you think you'll move out at some point? Let's do this. Oh, I hear you. I've been saving up for something better. Oh yeah? Good for you. So, what do you do for a living? That's not inaccurate. I have to pick I'm a streamer, right? I don't think I can in good conscience not pick I'm a streamer while I'm streaming this fucking game. Granted, that's not what I do for a living, but you know, close enough. I'm actually a streamer. Oh, no way! A fellow content creator. I guess we've got a lot in common, Slogson. What are the odds? What sort of streams do you do? This is a weird, like... this is a weird moment that I'm having. Playing a game that's aware of the fact that I'm playing a game, sort of, but like not really. I mostly stream video games. That's cool. I'll have to check out... That's what people say when they're not going to check out your channel. Can I just say that? Oh, I have to check... I'll totally check out your channel. She's not checking out that shit. She's doing her own thing. She's focused on her channel. She's not looking at mine. How do you like it? Wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Go me! I'm popping off. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. I'll have to check out your channel later. For a moment, you think you catch something in the tree line from out of the corner of your eye. But before you can see anything, it's gone. I think I saw something out there. It might be Skunk Ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. I'll ask her about herself, about her life. Why not? What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Ooh, keeping the house in the family? Is it just you there? Yeah, it's just me and Gretchen. My parents died a few years back. But it's okay. I've done my mourning. Life goes on, and we still get to live in our beautiful family home. Just me and Gretchen. It could be a lot worse. I need to stop talking about the fucking Dead Moms Club. Jesus Christ. No need to overshare is crazy. My mom died pretty recently, so I get it. It's alright if you ever need to talk about things. Thanks, Slogson. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? I was glad to see her go. Jeanette McCurdy looking ass. Okay, hanging in there. I don't know. I'm okay, hanging in there. It was a long time coming, so I wasn't surprised. I'd kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. And it's not all bad. She doesn't have to be a pain to- I was about to read that as she doesn't have to be a pain anymore. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though. I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. The Skunk Ape. Jesus Christ. I could hear all sorts of wildlife just a second ago. And now it's quiet. No, that's me. Why am I Southern? You're right. And whatever made that sound is close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the hell? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe
2, 3 feet tall? Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Do we have to? Right behind you. What on earth was that, bruh? You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Ah! I dropped one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know where it went. Oh, found it. I was like, that's chocolate. I can't leave it. Oh, shit. Every fucking time, bruh. Ow. Oh, good. Oh, God, the monsters got you. We're gonna die out here. Oh, good, the monsters will get you first. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh, no. That poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Ahem. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor. Could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go on home? Birdie? Birdie, oh no. What's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. Jesus H. Christ. Let's examine. Ew. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try to take a bite of it if you don't stop her. This is so freaky. I'm having to, like, not directly look at it. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. I really don't want to do this. Oh, I really don't want to do this. This is so gross. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop, and she'll be right as rain in a couple days. Happened to me once, and there's not so much as a scar these days. This is disgusting. I don't know. It kind of looks like there's something in there. I can see something. Squirming inside. This is so gross. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too. Little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. Do you think she's becoming an egg? That's not possible. There is something really wrong with all of the animals we've seen tonight. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. It better not be contagious. Duke, we think we saw the thing that got a hold of her. Got it on camera, too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. Do you think she's become an egg? Like one of those things is going to pop out of her? No. I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained. Maybe some antibiotics. That's all. Like, what are we gonna do, man? I'm freaking the hell out right now. Well, put her down like that, dear. What are we supposed to do now? We're taking my bird and getting the hell out of here. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first. Barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan. And then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. I think we should get out of here. Agreed. We've all had enough excitement. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. Are you guys hearing this? She starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that? You feel a tightening in the leash, pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen's whines and barks reaching a fevered pitch as another creature's malformed hands grasp at her. Oh my god! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet. And then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit, shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird! I don't know who to help! 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 Oh, this is gonna make me be a real shit person. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then, there is the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly, it is gone. Duke? Oh my god, what do we do? Okay, first things first. I grab Gretchen. There. Step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Great, okay, step 2. What's step 2? Holy shit, what the fuck? No. Okay, deep breaths. We have to do something. What if we chase after those things? Get as much footage as we can. It's the only way anyone will believe us about what happened. We owe it to Duke. If you go after those things and you pull that again, I have to get out of here. And we have to go. We can't go after them. Stella, we have to get out of here. Okay, let's go. As you and Stella quickly make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. You say nothing, continuing forward with a grim determination. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha, and 13 text messages. Tabitha seems worried. Yikes, Tabitha's been one. I'll call her. Try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. Uh-oh. I think I'm in trouble. That's a lot of texts and missed calls from you-know-who. Maybe Tabby's just worried about you. But, first things first. Let's call the police. She's probably calling me about the fucking ice cream that I ate. Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm up the mountain on the trail. Duke is dead, Earl. They're all about the ice cream. Same wavelength. Same wavelength. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay. But hurry. Jesus, Earl. Who's going to tell Bo? I guess now we wait. I spilled water on myself. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. Ugh, my throat. See, right there. A thing jumps out of the woods, then the shotgun goes off. What, Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they are, they aren't human. And they killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. You notice Stella pop something out of the camera and slide it up her sleeve. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body. But for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please, call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly? That's Slogson. They came into town today for the funeral. Slogson? As in... None of your business, old man! Tabitha's cousin, yeah. Damn, didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for... Oh wait, no, it's the other one. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs. But retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left will be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist. For your own safety. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. The cops usher you and Stella into the back of their squad car. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugby scratches behind her ears. Stella is quiet and stiff next to you, back rigid as she stares out the window, jaw clenched. Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease, and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. I'm gonna remain silent on this one. You sit quietly, watching the trees pass by in the light of the headlights. Every now and then you think you see a pale, anguished face staring out at you, before it slips back into the darkness. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. IP Freely, Fox Mulder. was funny. I pee freely. Sure. You're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on them for us. Make sure they don't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now.
Bye-bye, Gretchy, and you'll have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch.
And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you want to walk home?
That's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night.
Keep an eye on me. Are they for real? They sure seemed a little blasé about a man's death.
Can't believe they're waiting until the morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? And what's worse is I think they implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage.
The truth will get out, even if they don't believe that footage. Those things are out there in the woods, and something's telling me they're not going away.
Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either. Because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later.
You can talk to your friend's mom. I'm going to bed. Screw this, I'm out. Let's do it. Sure, why not? Let's keep this nightmare going. I do feel like I should check in on Tabitha, but I don't want this to mean I'm not going to go with her. I should probably check in on Tabitha.
My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight.
When you put it like that, sure, let's do it. Good. I was hoping that choosing that option wouldn't, like, automatically make me not go with Stella.
I hope she's still awake.
Stella knocks on the door. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Stella, I think someone's watching us. She turns to look.
Slogson. Jesus. Welcome home.
Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway.
Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight.
You look back and the figure is already gone.
Disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this?
Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Slogson. Is it okay if we come in? Yeah, the freak indeed, bro.
Of course, of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook.
I love this. I love that.
It's nice to finally meet you, Slogson. I was so worried to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town.
You hold out your bag of peanuts as a gift to Sybil. She offered you and Stella tea, after all. And it's only polite to offer something in return.
Oh my! Thank you for the kind offer, dear, but I'm afraid it's far too late for me to have something so salty.
Who was that outside?
Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him.
You knew my mom?
Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth.
How did you know that she died?
Oh, Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart.
I've never met Pearl Ann. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman.
That's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do.
We need your help.
Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Inexplainable stuff?
Unexplainable?
Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord, have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there. I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you.
Stella pulls out the card she'd swiped from her camera and pops it into her phone.
I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this. At least not before we had a chance to make a copy.
Smooth. The cops wouldn't know what to do with that footage anyway. Imagine if they accidentally erased it. Still on in 20? There's a chance. I would like to get... I don't know how long chapters are in this game. It'd be really cool to get through the first chapter, but I don't know how long they are. Hi, Ruggle. Also, congratulations, Ruggle, on your good news today. Yay, 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 yay. I don't know if she can hear me yet.
Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now, we can examine the footage for ourselves.
I'm nearly done with chapter 1. What if I kept going, though? I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this game.
Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits?
Yes.
I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I'd need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers.
I'm gonna run out of voices, guys.
You'd better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother.
Yippee, yippee, yippee. Also, I hope everything's okay at your university, Roggle. I'm gonna throw that out there, too. Kanika's door is covered with stickers, their edges frayed from recent, but failed attempts to remove them. This is a childhood room someone was unhappy to return to. Yikes.
Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help.
Okay, I gotta think of another voice. Shit. This is what this is also what I do when I'm recording a book. I'll see a new character pop up and I'm like, fuck. And so I pause the recording and I go, okay, what is that person gonna sound like? Which is probably not the most professional way to do things, but that's okay. What, Mom? We're gonna go with that. Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. And a stranger. A cute stranger. Oh God, I said nothing. Ah, I didn't mean to press that. Go back. Did you call me cute? I'm not saying that shit. I'm forgetting to get your boiled peanuts. Hi, I'm Slogson. I was helping Stella with a video and something terrible happened. I just watched a man die. I'm not in the mood to introduce myself. Yikes. I want someone to take me up on the boiled peanuts. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I want it to. Did you just call me cute? No, you must have misheard me.
This is Slogson, Tabitha's cousin.
Oh, right. I heard they were coming to town.
It's a little late.
Why are you two here? Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Sloxon and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. I'm fine too. Thanks for asking. I'm gonna just stay silent here. Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. I didn't like Duke anyways. I agree. Those things are still out there, and as long as they are, more people are in danger. So very true. But not for the reasons you think. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Slogson with this... I don't know how to pronounce that. With this crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. Then, if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident, or my grandmother was wrong. And she was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? Do we really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's important window dressing? Okay, I know when I'm outnumbered. Ew. Maybe the ditchlings were here for Duke, like some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy. Unfortunately, no. Their presence forewarns of something far more sinister than one man's death. Can we please stop talking about these things like they're magic? I don't think that's a helpful way to look at things. They're obviously some type of unknown animal. I saw something squirming around in that chicken. Oh God. Do you think they're incubating in things? Gross. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. Oh dear, I'd entirely forgotten about the tea. The tea I'd put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know. It's getting late and I should let Slogson get some rest. I ran them ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I'm wired. I can stay up. This is important. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. Bye. Bye, bitch. On the online. Hashtag on the online. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Slogson. It's excellent, iced or warm. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. I hope nothing happens to Sybil. I love her. She's so sweet. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? I thought the point of this was you walking me home so that I didn't have to walk all the way back up the hill by myself. Stella, this was on the way. Whatever, man. Hi, Neptune. Don't smile like that, Ben. It is very ominous in context with what you had just said. It always weirds me out that Ben does smiley faces the opposite way. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Wait, what? What? Sorry, Stella, that's more of a third date kind of thing for me. Oh, this is funny. I'm saying that one. I didn't mean it like that. The woods are full of monsters, and the road back to the estate goes right through them. I'm just teasing you. I should probably check in on Tabitha, though. Yeah, I get that. She's probably worried sick about you. I think she's probably more worried sick about her ice cream. Riz her up. But I'm playing this game publicly. That feels weird. I'm not going full Riz mode. It's a slow burn. You know, we're gonna build up over time. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. She scribbles her number on a piece of paper before handing it to you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm leaving town as soon as I can, which as soon as I can is a week from now. So that's great. Yeah, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. Buddy? What happened to gorgeous Slogson? Almost home. Your salvation in sight. You make a mad dash to the door. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been, Loca? Also, did you seriously eat my ice cream after I specifically told you not to? Buddy zoned with my lack of— it's not lack of Riz. I was intentionally withholding the Riz. Unbelievable. Okay. I watched a man die tonight. I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. There was this miner outside the general store tonight who called me out by name and everything. Wayne. Scared the shit out of me. Do you know what's going on there? It's a mining town. Of course there are miners walking around at night. Oh man, that's it? I wanted to do other stuff. I met this girl in town and we hit it off. Hi, Tabby. I went into the woods with this girl I met to find some cryptids, and a lot of really terrible things happened. So you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. And she's gotten you all worked up. But that doesn't excuse the theft of my ice cream. You'll pay for that. Just you wait and see. I'm so interested to see what the punishment is for eating her ice cream. How did she even know? I hid it so well. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Can you tuck me in? Are you serious? Tuck you in? No. Go to sleep. I know she said she'd know, but I thought that I was cleverer than that. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. As you collapse onto your mattress, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. You pull out your phone and call. Hey, how are you? She sounds a little different. A warble in her throat. Did you make it back all right? I died, actually. Yeah, I'm all right. How are you? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky,
You'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. The ads for the ending sucks, for sure. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Hannah's subscription has run out. Perhaps I will remedy this. But I guess it won't fix these ads. I'll do it after this. Because it won't make these ads go away. Okay. Can I pause this? Oh no! I didn't mean to stop it! Fuck myself, just a fat fucking chud. You know? Someone was crying and I didn't get to see who it was because I accidentally exited and I didn't mean to exit. I was trying to pause it so that other people could see it. But now instead of everybody seeing it, none of us saw it.